Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Ever since the Anambra election, there have been a lot of worries of what will be the fate of Soludo, the governor-elect. Are we seeing Imo scenario repeating in Anambra State? A lot is happening behind the scene, but right now the results are out, and the fate of Soludo may likely be sealed at this time. Before we go into the news report, like you subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, respite came the way of the governor-elect of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, on Wednesday as the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja made their verdict. The court, in a judgment that was delivered by Justice Taiwo, dismissed the suit that sought to invalidate Soludo's election on the allegation that he supplied false information to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). The plaintiffs, that's Adidon, Valentine, and Egwodike Chukwuebuka, had in their suit marked FHC/ABJ/CS/711/2021 alleged that Soludo lied in the affidavit form EC9 which he submitted to INEC. They claimed that Soludo, in the said affidavit attached to his nomination form, stated that he was contesting the Agwata 2 constituency seat when in fact he was contesting the governorship seat. More so, they told the court that an affidavit Soludo's running mate and deputy governor-elect Onyeka Ibezim also submitted to INEC contained false particulars, considering that he stated that he was vying for Awka 2 constituency seat. Citing as defendants in the suit were INEC, the All Progressive Grand Alliance (APGA), Soludo, and the deputy governor-elect Ibezim. The plaintiffs, through their lawyers A.O. Ijeri and Kelvin Okoko, argued that having indicated the wrong seat on the form, Soludo violated extant legal provisions and ought to be disqualified. While the Constitution has made a state a constituency in relation to the governorship election, but in this case, the third defendant, which is Soludo, named Agwata 2 as the constituency he is contesting. The course of action in pre-election matter by the provision of Section 285, subsection 9 of the Constitution is determined by the date of the occurrence of the event, a decision or action complained about in suit by the plaintiff. And in this instant suit, the course of action of the plaintiffs arose on July 6, 2021, when the third defendant, Soludo's form EC9, was submitted by the political party, the second defendant, they argued. However, counsel for APGA and Soludo, Onyechi Ikpezu, senior advocate of Nigeria, SAN, queried jurisdiction of the court to entertain the matter, which he maintained was status barred. Aside from contending that the suit was filed outside the 14 days period stipulated by the Constitution, Ikpezu argued that the error in an affidavit could not be a basis to disqualify a candidate from an election. He argued that the false information claimed by the plaintiffs was not among the grounds stated in the 1999 Constitution for the disqualification of a candidate. False information, as envisaged in Section 31 of the Electoral Act, is criminal in nature. Section 31 does not deal with error, but a deliberate effort to steal a match and to misrepresent, he added. On its part, INEC, through its lawyer, Basha Abubakar, said it would leave the issue to the discretion of the court. Meanwhile, in his judgment on Wednesday, though Justice Taiwo dismissed the preliminary objection challenging the competence of the suit and jurisdiction of the court to hear it, he however held that the plaintiffs failed to establish that they had a reasonable cause of action. Justice Taiwo held that the plaintiffs failed to convince the court on how the alleged false information both Soludo and Ibezim supplied to INEC misled them. The court held that since the allegations by the plaintiffs were also criminal in nature, it ought to be proved beyond reasonable doubt. It held that the suit was filed in bad faith and a good example of cases that are not geared towards strengthening of the tenets of democracy in the country. I quote him, said, "I'm yet to come to terms on the purpose for which this suit was filed. I'm saying this because I am not convinced that this action is reasonable," Justice Taiwo added. Consequently, the court awarded 2 million naira costs against the plaintiffs in favor of the APGA Soludo and Ibezim. Can you imagine? So this life is so funny. So at the end of the day, Soludo is 2 million naira richer. Can you imagine? If they had stayed in peace, they would have paid 2 million. Apart from even insulting his intelligence, they say, okay, for wasting your time, just they will give you 2 million for wasting your time. Come on, the people have decided. Everything about this whole case showed that the Anambra people actually wants it to remain. Do you know if even after the whole scenario, people were just shouting, I hope Imo State will not repeat itself in Anambra. A lot of people are just shouting, Anambra no be Imo. Not because of Anambra cannot be Imo, but because of the scenario that played out in Imo should not repeat itself in Anambra. Nigerians are generally tired of settling voters' verdict in court. Since when is democracy now since when do people choose their governors and their politicians via judiciary processes? Then what happens to elections? If this whole thing is always going to end through Supreme Court, then is there any need to waste money and having a body, an independent body, or ought to be independent body like INEC? There's no need then. If they will keep settling this issue of voting and all the likes through tribunal, or not even through tribunal again, through Supreme Court, then they should expunge INEC then and let anybody who want to vote, should just go through the court and determine their ways. We should try. It should be, except when it's extremely necessary. Things like this begins to sound like a joke. Don't forget that even the people of Anambra State had people from Anambra in general have been warning and the rest that should please be careful so that they shouldn't go that way, because they may not generally like what before the political scene in Anambra State. Well, Nigerians have decided to react. A lot of people have just decided to react. I'm going to take cross section of some of the comments. So here say 2 million is too mega. The interloper should have been 10 million each. This one here say, Ndibo, when we leave this pull him down syndrome, Biko allow Soludo to settle down and walk. Abio. This one here say, why blanket judgment of Ndibo? He was advised not to go to court by Ndibo. His kinsmen, body of businessmen and women in Anambra, some notable APC members of Anambra State and so on. And this, though Imo case will repeat in Anambra. Who says it may not? Who says it will repeat? Well, let's just hope that they will not push it. Well, since they have expunged it, I hope they will not take it to appeal from there to Supreme. Let's see how it goes. But don't forget that already the Anambrans are already shouting that they should let the matter die a natural death, so that they can go ahead and start up the necessary healing where necessary. Let's go wrap it up. Let's visit the comment section, please. Also take